Hi there and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Carol and I make plant-based recipes that are easy and keep you full and satisfied. Today I'm making an easy lentil burger. I'm keeping this recipe really simple. Normally I put tons of veggies in my veggie burgers, but this one is more for the kids or something that even meat eaters can enjoy. It's not too spicy, it's got a really neutral flavor profile, and it's something that the kids will like. They won't see a bunch of chunks of vegetables in it. It's something that my kids really enjoy. So let's get started. First I have 1 cup of cooked lentils packed into the cup. It's kind of a heaping cup. I started with ½ cup of dry brown lentils and cooked them until they were tender, and then just let them sit so they absorb all the water so they're not too moist. That's important. So we're going to grind the lentils up in a food processor until it makes a smooth paste. We don't want any noticeable chunks of lentils. Okay, the lentils are all broken down. Now I'm going to add ½ cup of rolled oats. I just have old-fashioned oats. And I'm going to process it again until the oats are mostly broken up. They don't have to be a fine powder. Okay, now I'm going to add some spices to the mix and we're going to process it again. So I have a teaspoon of Dijon mustard, a teaspoon of onion powder, a teaspoon of garlic powder, ½ a teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of tomato paste. This acts as like a binder. And I'm going to process it again. Okay, the mixture looks so much like ground beef. It's funny. It smells amazing. I started with 2 cups of diced mushrooms and I sauteed them until, just in a dry pan without adding any water, until all the liquid was absorbed. It took about 10 minutes. It's important to do this over high heat. The water comes out of the mushrooms and then it gets reabsorbed. So the mushrooms are pretty dry. You end up with 3/4 of a cup of mushrooms when they're cooked. I'm adding that, and then I'm adding a cup of cooked brown rice. I started with ½ a cup of dry brown rice and cooked it in 2 cups of water until all the liquid was absorbed. Okay, and now I'm going to pulse it. We don't want to break up the brown rice and the mushrooms too much. We want to leave them kind of whole. That gives it a really good texture. I'm going to pulse it just to combine these all together. Okay, this looks great. Now I'm going to turn it out into a bowl and make some patties. These hold together really well on when you cook them on a grill, or I like to saute them quickly in a pan. You can bake them in the oven, but look, they make a nice burger. They stay together really well. I think that's a good size. So there's one. You could use an ice cream scoop to make sure that all your patties are the same size, but I don't really mind if they're different or if they're not perfect. Of course, you can add all kinds of different spices or vegetables. You can add sauteed onion to these. You can jazz them up in any way you like. You can make them spicier if you want, but this is just a nice neutral flavor profile for the whole family. Something that if you're serving small kids or picky teenagers, they can just put ketchup on these and put them on a bun, and everybody loves them. You can put barbecue sauce on these too. You can put barbecue sauce on both sides and then bake them in the oven, kind of broil them in the oven. That would be really good too. I love having veggie burgers that way. But it's so nice to be able to make a quick and easy burger on your own without having to buy them in the store. They have so many preservatives and artificial ingredients, and these are just made from all whole plant foods. You can serve this on a bun with ketchup and tomato and onion and just like your regular fixings that you use. Or you can put one on a salad. You can serve it alongside some roasted vegetables. You could put gravy on top of it. So many different ways you can make these, but they're just so nice to have. You can pop one in the oven or pop one in a pan, and you've got instant lunch or dinner. These freeze really well too. Okay, so I ended up making 6 patties and 1 mini patty. So that was a lot. I was trying to get 4 out of there, and I guess I made them kind of smaller, which is fine. I usually only like to have 1 for lunch on top of a big salad with a bunch of other ingredients and some other carbs like sweet potatoes or roasted potatoes or beans. So I'm going to heat these up in a pan, and I'll show you what that looks like. Okay, so the pan is nice and hot. The key to it not sticking to the pan is to get the pan really hot. I'm just going to cook it for a few minutes on each side. I like to have it kind of crunchy on the outside. Okay, so you can see it looks so much like a real hamburger, doesn't it? It doesn't stick at all. It's just lightly cooked on both sides. I'm going to put it on a bun, and I'll show you what it looks like. All right, my burger patty is ready, and now comes the best part. We get to take a taste. So I like on my burger ketchup. I like a lot of ketchup. I have some Dijon mustard. What do you like on your burger? You could use vegan mayo if you want. I have some spring mix. Just a little bit. I'm going to put the burger down. I have a couple of tomatoes. That looks so good. Right, doesn't that look good? Mmm, so delicious looking. All right, now comes the best part. The official taste test. Let's see. The mushrooms keep it really moist. It's delicious. I can't get over this, how good this is. You guys have to try this one. So easy, something your whole family will love. You can take it to an event, you can have people over, and you're getting the best nutrition for yourself and your family. I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.